Hey everyone, it's me, your favorite mystical person here on the internet, back with another video. In this video, we're talking about the solar return moon. For those of you who aren't familiar with what a solar return is, it's basically when the sun returns to the exact degree point in your chart. Basically, it's your birthday. With the solar return, it creates a chart, okay? And it creates a whole chart that will show different themes that are happening during that solar return year. In this video, I'm highlighting the moon, and I'm going to use myself as an example. Just keep in mind, you guys, me talking about the solar return moon is only one aspect of the solar return chart. And also keep in mind too, the things that I'm going to share with you in this video is just my personal experience, and feel free to share your personal experience, especially if you shared the same solar return moon that I experienced. My solar return that happened back in 2023, it lasted up until last year in 2024 when I had another birthday. The solar return that activated for me in 2023, it had me as a Leo moon. So this moon was actually pretty fun to have for a solar return. The moon in the solar return basically shows the emotional landscape that you'll be experiencing in that year. So it'll be highlighting things like home and family, how you process emotions, emotional growth. With me being a Leo moon, first of all, how I felt, I just felt really good. Like, this was a very happy solar return for me because Leo is a very joyous kind of sign, so it was very fun. What made it even more fun was the fact that I was a solar return Aquarius rising. The moon has to do with your home and where you're from. I ended up going back home to Miami, Florida, so I went back to the sunshine and the warmth, so perfect for a Leo moon. Miami is a very sunny place, and that's very Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun, so I found that very interesting that it prompted me to go back there. From where I was in Chicago at the time, super cold, and I ended up connecting with somebody that I knew. She is a Leo moon natally, so she played a big role in a lot of the events that ended up transpiring. I feel like this moon was very helpful when it came to the growth of my business and just really putting myself out there more as far as like my business and things of that nature and marketing myself. So this was actually a time for me where I was networking a lot, like a lot, you guys. Like, I was out in the streets. I'm gonna tell you that. It was just a very busy and very active time for me. This Leo moon person, she helped me enter into that space where I'm like showcasing my skills to everybody. You guys know that I do astrology, and I'm also a reader as well. So it was my opportunity to really showcase my psychic abilities and gain a lot of recognition for it, and I did. A lot of people knew me as that it girl that did the readings, and she did it well. You know, that was me, and that's very Leo moon, where you're gonna get a lot of attention, you're gonna experience a lot of popularity and recognition for your psychic abilities if you're in that space, and I did, okay? Because I was booked and busy last year. Like, last year, it was a whole lot, but it was fun though, because I went to a lot of big event parties to network, and this is where the Aquarius ascendant tapped in as well. Aquarius, it has to do with networking and making acquaintances, friends, and things, and that was very much so my experience. I met a lot of people. You know, I connected with a lot of people, and I was networking left and right, you know? So I went to so many events, like I can't even count it on my hand. That's how busy I was. And it made so much sense that my business grown last year, because I have a psychic business. Psychic, mysticism, intuition, that's all the realm of the moon. The growth and the recognition that my business got, that's very Leo, you know, when the spotlight is on you. It just made so much sense that me having a Leo moon correlated to that. For me, I feel like that gave me a lot more confidence. The Leo moon had me feeling real confident, you know, like I was feeling myself and stuff. And I'm already confident, and I've already been on that journey since like 2021. You know, I've really been taking it serious to really heal my confidence. I was already confident, but it's like when the Leo moon came, it really like boosted my confidence. I was just experiencing just a lot of love from people in the community, and I loved it. The moon in astrology, it has to do with your emotional security and how you feel safe, you know, and your emotional responses to things. During this time, it wasn't an emotional time for me. I wasn't too emotional. The Leo moon, it allowed me to come up for some air, you know, and it wasn't too much of a emotionally heavy time for me. It was very lighthearted. If I did feel down, honestly, I just went out. That is very much so Leo. I naturally do this, but that was definitely amplified with the Leo moon, to where it's like I would just go like hang out with friends, or I would just go like just somewhere by myself to just have a good time. I was just very focused on me, and I was very focused on my happiness. So being a Leo moon, it was like I was just very selfish about myself. I was just really pouring into myself, pouring into my needs. Being a Leo moon, it's like you just follow your heart. You just go with how you feel. You go with what makes you feel good, what makes you feel happy. So that was basically the kind of time I was on, was if it don't make me feel good, it doesn't make me happy, then I'm not doing it. I'm just going where I feel celebrated and I feel happy. That's basically how emotionally I was navigating things with this Leo moon. Another thing with the Leo moon that really stuck out to me is like last year was the year I was dating a lot. Like a little after my birthday, like the ending of 2023, right? I was just feeling this need to date, feeling like I needed romance in my life. I actually activated like literally like towards the middle of December. And that's honestly when I started doing the events as well. And I happened to meet somebody last year and we started dating. I went on so many dates, like I can't even count that on my hand. And it was nice. And ironically too, he has a Leo ascendant as well. So he played a very significant role in my Leo moon experience as well, because I was just feeling really lover girl, very romantic. I was just enjoying that vibe. Leo rules the fifth house. The fifth house has to do with recreational activities, like going to parties, concerts, and just doing anything that's fun. Dating as well. So that's very fifth house, that's very Leo, to where I was needing a little love in my life and I got it. And it was amazing because I enjoyed myself. Home life and the subconscious with the moon, okay? The moon rules these areas as well. I will say I gained a lot of clarity on my subconscious and a lot of things from my childhood. And that's another thing that's part of the fifth house as well. Is childhood themes, okay? Sometimes the fifth house could indicate childhood wounds. You know, I know the fifth house is a very positive house, but there is that deeper aspect of the fifth house where, yeah, it has to do with your childhood, but what about it? You know what I'm saying? The sun is a symbol of clarity as well. And the sun is a symbol of the father figure. I was dealing with a lot of father wounds. I was literally healing and closing out that side of my storyline because it's something that I've been working through for years. I really had to go back and have closure on a lot of things that I experienced with my father's side of the family. So there was that. So a lot came to my consciousness. I just had so many revelations about my family, just a lot of clarity there, to where a lot of things just started to make sense. I gained a lot of emotional maturity from successfully overcoming these things, you know, because I felt like there were a lot of emotional blockages and a lot of emotional things that weren't fully dealt with that finally got finalized last year. I feel like that was like the only heavy part of my solar return. Well, actually, okay, maybe it wasn't heavy, but it was a little dramatic. And that's another thing with Leo moon, it could bring the dramatics. Low-key, I kind of found it entertaining in a way. If you watched my toxic family dynamics video, you would know that my family members, they're just very petty. But yeah, I experienced a lot of emotional growth. Like, I really feel like I matured a lot. I've released a lot of childhood blockages, and that allowed me to express more my authentic self and really feel comfortable in being my authentic self as well, because it's like I've overcame whatever family blockages that were put on me. That's like my childhood and my home life. But overall, like, being a Leo moon was super fun, super dynamic and lively. The dramatics, everything like you would expect with a Leo moon. It was like a mixture of things being a solar return Leo moon. I partied hard, I worked hard, I had so many experiences with different people, I met so many people. I was real mixy. This moon is real mixy. What else did I do? I traveled. Listen, this moon is gonna really pack a punch when it comes to just the amount of fun that you're gonna have. If you're about to have your solar return and you're gonna be a Leo moon, just get ready to have fun, because this moon was fun. I loved it and I would do it over again if I could. But this year I'm a Capricorn moon. And that's nothing against Capricorn moons. It's just, you know, it's just like a stark difference from Leo to Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, like, okay, like now I gotta ground down and get serious. And I'll be back with an update on my Capricorn moon experience. If you guys like these kinds of videos, let me know by giving this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave your comments below. And if you guys haven't checked out my toxic family dynamics video, go check it out. In that video, I talk a little bit about my experience dealing with toxic family members, and I give strategies and solutions to help you if you're experiencing this right now. The video will pop up on the screen, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.